Well, good Friday evening, Southeast Texas. A beautiful day today with highs well into the 80s. Looks like we've got one more warm day coming up before it cools off quite a bit starting on Sunday. And our Roofing 911 Skycam Network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store, of clear skies. Now, the last few mornings, and we're into the time of the year now, we're into fog season. We've had quite a bit of fog. We do expect that again to develop later tonight into Saturday morning. Maybe not quite as widespread as it has been, but still some patchy dense fog will be possible coming up late tonight, tomorrow morning. So if you're out and about early morning hours, watch out for that. Then it'll burn off around 9 or 10 o'clock and look for another very nice day, almost a carbon copy of what we had today. And our Roofing 911 Skycam Network in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and LaPrade. We also have clear skies, very light winds. Humidity, of course, high at night, so we do expect that fog to develop again later on tonight. But right now, visibility is looking pretty good. So if you're heading out to high school football games tonight, it looks good. It's going to be warm. No worry with rainfall at all. You should beat the fog. Now, maybe up in the lakes area for some of the high school games, you could start seeing some of that fog developing before the games are over. But other than that, it looks really, really nice as we head throughout the evening. And outside our 12 studios, our Roofing 911 Skycam Network, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing, we also have clear skies. Now, we started out this morning in the 60s for lows, mid to upper 60s. It was much, much warmer this morning than what we've had, of course, over the last week or so. And we expect temperatures tonight to be fairly mild as well, mid to upper 60s across the, I think we had 65, 66 this morning. It was pretty warm, pretty warm. And of course, we had that fog developing too. Good visibilities across Southeast Texas tonight. We're in good shape. Traffic flowing fairly smoothly. Hopefully that'll continue through the weekend without any issues. And let's check over in Southwest Louisiana at our Roofing 911 Skycam over there in Lake Charles. Oh, beautiful. A little boat rolling there on the Calcasieu River. Mostly clear to clear skies. A couple little cumulus clouds there. So it'll be mostly clear to partly cloudy early tonight. Then those low stratus clouds will develop, and that's just ahead of the fog that we'll have later tonight into tomorrow morning. Very, very nice conditions coming up, at least for this evening. Now, let's check your weather headlines over the course of the next 7 to 8 days. Bad news in the forecast is it's going to be dry. The drought continues. We need rainfall badly. It's getting bone dry. I'm surprised that none of the burn bans were issued before by today, but that's coming. I can promise you, especially with the north winds and low humidity we have coming on Sunday and Monday. Mid-80s for one more day. Strong cold front tomorrow night into early Sunday morning. That's going to lead to a light freeze in the lakes area, not in the triangle, the lakes, Tuesday morning. Don't have to worry about your outdoor plumbing or anything like that. Don't worry about pipes or draining water or anything like that. And some scattered frost here in the triangle Tuesday morning. And don't forget you can text us at 409-749-9302. Lots of clear skies across Southeast Texas tonight. Now, temperatures had a pretty good gradient across the region today. The difference in temperatures, like right now it's 70 in Lake Charles. That's fairly warm. 80 in Houston. There was some low 90s today around Austin, San Antonio. Hot. One more hot day for the big chill arrives Sunday and Sunday night. And of course, we'll talk about that in a moment. This cold spell coming in is not going to last long at all. A day and a half, 2 days, that's it. In fact, we'll be near 80 again coming up by the latter half of the new work week next week. There is one cold front to our northwest. It's very, very weak though. This is not the front. It's going to come through tomorrow night. Waiting on that system up to the north to come charging southward. And that'll also help get rid of the fog too coming up that we've had over the past few mornings. Now, of course, we talk about moisture a lot and we're just lacking it. That's the reason the drought continues Southeast Texas. Of course, we have the front coming through tomorrow night. Just not enough moisture to work with. It's just not there. And notice the front moving through. We're going to dry out even more. Look at some of these numbers, how low they're getting there. That's virtually no moisture left in the atmosphere at all Monday morning at 7 o'clock. You don't see the air that dry very often here in Southeast Texas. We'll show you this on dew points too. Watch how these numbers just plunge. Now, this isn't the air temperature. This is the exact amount of moisture in the atmosphere, the dew point, in the teens to low 20s Monday morning. That is something we normally see in January, February. So this is some bone dry air. It's going to be cold coming straight out of Canada, coming up from Monday into Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning will be the coldest because we'll have less winds across southeast Texas. In fact, notice Tuesday morning at 7, we're already getting a very light east wind. Back by Tuesday afternoon, our winds are right back off the Gulf of Mexico. All right, here's our temperature forecast. I'm going to let this loop. We'll stop it a couple of times. Tomorrow, mid-80s. Notice Sunday, late in the day, we're already in the low to mid-60s. We may hit 70 briefly on Sunday, and temperatures fall with sunny skies and gusty north winds. In fact, highs on Sunday barely get into the low to mid-60s for the lakes. So the cool down starts Sunday. All right, we'll move it on into Monday morning. Mid to upper 30s, probably closer to the upper 30s here locally. Lake Charles 36. Notice to our northeast how much colder it is Monday morning. Then we'll show you Tuesday morning in just a moment. That's because the farther northeast you go, it's closer to that strong upper low up near the Great Lakes. There'll be a little bit of a gradient there, but cold enough. And of course, here's Monday morning, 34 Lake Charles. We'll stay above freezing. Don't have to worry about a freeze in the triangle. Light freeze Tuesday morning in the lakes. And there'll be some scattered frost down to Interstate 10. Look at that, 23 Tuesday morning in Jackson, Mississippi. 26 Little Rock, off to our northeast though. Even in the lakes, don't have to worry about your pipes or anything like that. This is just not going to last long enough. So, but boy, I tell you, off to the northeast, that's got to be some record cold this time of the year in Mississippi, low to mid 20s. Wow. We'll show you why here in just a moment. Here's a look at those lows when you wake up Tuesday morning. No wind Tuesday morning. 30 to 32 in the lakes, light freeze there. Mid 30s along Interstate 10 with some scattered frost. Now let's take a look at winds. Boy, you see the front at 1 a.m. Sunday morning. There's the front showing up nicely with the wind gusts there. There goes the winds. We have some wind gusts. 25, 28 coming up on Sunday afternoon with slowly falling temperatures. We're going to need as much sun as we can, especially in the mid-afternoon, late afternoon. Winds are still up a little bit Monday morning. Going to be a wind chill. We have a low near 40 and a 12-mile-an-hour wind. Our wind chills around 30 to 32 Monday morning when you wake up. Boy, it's going to be bundling up for school and work Monday and Tuesday morning. And then the winds still a little bit breezy on Monday. Monday's going to be a raw day. Reason why? Big upper level low. This time of the year, you have a pattern like this, it's going to be cold. The upper level low moving southward out of Canada. That's pulling the cold Canadian air right down into Texas and the deep south. But notice how if you go to the northeast, you're closer to the low. It'll be colder. That's why it was showing 20s for lows in Mississippi on a Monday and Tuesday morning. But a big warm up as we head toward the latter half of the week. Futurecast, fog developing later tonight. Overnight lows dropping into the mid to upper 60s. Mid 80s tomorrow. Get rid of the low clouds and fog. There goes the front. Yeah, about 70. We'll do that Sunday afternoon with falling temperatures in the afternoon. All right, marine forecast. Patchy dense fog in the morning. Seas around 2 feet. Water temperature 73. And no fog at least for the next few hours. It'll become dense in patches later tonight. Low to mid 60s lakes, mid to upper 60s here in the triangle. We had some upper 60s this morning too, by the way. And for tomorrow, morning fog, then becoming mostly sunny. We'll have a southwest to south wind at 5 to 10. Not real windy tomorrow. High temperature.